butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Can I please get your full name?
It's Julie Pierce, and I work at the East Lansing Public Library, and I'm the head of Adult and Children's Services.
How do you feel that the East Lansing Public Library contributes to children in your community?
Well, public libraries generally serve as sort of a community hub, and we find that particularly so in East Lansing. We're located right in the heart of the city. We're located really close to MSU, and we have just tons of families and children that use the library. And we have a lot of programs for children, and so that helps bring them into the library. It helps them use library materials. During our story times, for example, we try to model what parents should be doing at home with their children, modeling how they should be reading to children and interacting with children. We also have programs for babies, so they're our very youngest patrons, and for many years we didn't program for that age at all, but we've learned in recent years that early literacy from birth to 3 is really, really important for children. So if you model to parents how they should be reading, how they should be talking and singing and doing rhymes and other things with their babies, then that leads these children to be better in school. It doesn't mean that they're going to read at the age of 1 or 2, but it means when they get to the point where they should be reading, that they'll be that much better in school. So those are just some of the ways. We also have book groups for older children. We have programs for teens.
We also do a lot of programming at the library, so children have a wonderful opportunity to hear storytelling and listen to books read aloud and to get to know children's librarians.
Can I get your full name?
Carrie Korak.
What do you do here at the library?
I am a children's reference assistant in the children's department.
And how do you feel that the East Lansing Public Library contributes to children in the East Lansing community?
I think that the library serves as a central gathering place for everyone in the community, parents, children, students, everyone who lives in East Lansing.
We've been doing some bilingual story times because being in East Lansing, there's so many different people from different cultures and different languages. For example, this weekend we're doing German story time. So that helps us to work with people in the community because obviously we don't speak German, so we have some people that we know that come into the library and they're going to help us with the story time. So we'll have German stories, English stories, and hopefully some German refreshments. And so we usually get really good participation from the community for those.
So what you have are some gingerbread walls, like a little kit. So you're going to build your house, and if you choose to eat it and you take it home, that's your choice. But you might want to look at it for a little while. It's all something you can eat, though.
The thing I see happening at our library is that children's librarians kind of become a part of a lot of people's families. So we know everyone in the family, we know what their interests are, we know what they want to find out about when they come to the library, and people just know us very well, and a lot of people say that the East Lansing Public Library is their favorite library to come to because it feels kind of like they're sitting in their own family room. So it's just really nice to get to know people that well, and we know most children we know who come here, we know them by their first name and we know their parents' names, and we're just a great big happy family. So we just really, I think that the relationships are very, very solid here between librarians and community members, and so children feel extremely comfortable coming here, and the noise level at our library is child appropriate, so children can be themselves here, and we encourage play and encourage exploration and investigation. So I just think it's a really wonderful, welcoming place, and I'm very happy to work here. Thank you so much for coming today.
How does the library contribute to you as a community member?
As a community member, I enjoy using the library just to get books and music, just as that type of a resource. And there's certainly the bulletin board there where I find out about community events as well. It's a center of information.
Okay. How does the library contribute to your family and your children?
It's been really great having 2 young children and a wonderful library like the East Lansing Library. We've been able to come here. There's, not just books, but then all the different literacy toys and an area for the kids to play. And so it's a chance to socialize with other children and parents in town. And it's been a very relaxing and safe place for us to be with kids.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
As far as children are concerned, I think it provides a wonderful gathering place for parents to meet each other and get to know one another, and for children to play together.
A big thing in libraries recently is gaming, so we'll have video game programs, and that brings in a lot of boys, and we tend to lose boys when they get a little bit older. They don't really read as much, they don't come into the library as much, so we want to get them back into the library. Recently we've had some really fun programs that have been just Legos, building with Legos. And again, that brings boys in, and they just love the fact that they can get together with friends and maybe bring their dads in. And dads are other people that we don't tend to see as much. We see a lot of moms. And they can come in and build something with Legos, and then we display them in the library. So between the programs that we do, the services that we offer, and the help that we can offer to families finding books, and the fact that people have a free library somewhere where they live. If they're not using it, they should be.
Most importantly, I think that the library gives all children an equal footing in the community. So no matter what their parents' income is or what their parents' different interests are, when they come to the library, they all have the same educational opportunities, they all have access to the same materials, and they all have a chance to start reading in a very early age and get off on a great start.
As we're all paying for our public libraries, and especially recently with the economy being so poor, we find that people are using libraries more. Our circulation statistics are up, just the number of people coming in through the door, those numbers are up. So with the bad economy, we hope people are using their community library.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.